Yes. Back again. And that's the thing. Those two things that, converge under him. Being human. Being human changed everything for God's perspective. He saw his son looking through his eyes, feeling what he went through. In my opinion, that really was a game changer. He saw it as a time that he said, you know what? Probably instead of punishing my children, maybe I should guide them. Then, as he guides them along, he gave us more free will, and that's when God decided, you know what? I'm trying to cut down my role, and try to start. I'm sorry, start being a helicopter parent. Let them stumble. Let them do their own thing, and that's what that is. Press the world is about. Our world's full of free wills, and that's why that people are asking, the people are not fighting God because they see wars, crime, murders, a lot of injustice happen, especially we call this the poor people, the young children, and minorities. People say, if God existed, that how come that this exists? You know why? It's free will. My opinion, it's free will. I think God came to said to ourselves, said to himself, you know, I come down there and put a smite of everything and put everything in thing. But it'll be a disservice because you know why? It cuts down our growth. I think he just gave us this thing called free will. If you want to change the world, you have to have, I will guide you on the way. And, you see injustice, do something about it, but I'll guide you along the way. I want to help you fully. I will guide you along the way and find your own path. And that's the thing that in our lives that, I chose to move to Las Vegas. It was an easy choice. But over here that, I was going to encounter hardship because, A, it's a major life change, and B, I'm going to start at square one. And sometimes that, I say, life throws throws you a wrench, like my other videos. You get sick, and you're saying, okay, if God was there, how come He didn't let me get sick? But He had a purpose. He wants to make me healthier for my next phase of my life. And the only thing is, great. I know insurance is that, nice timing, nice timing. But I think the point is, I'm making this video. I should start being grateful. I'm healthy. Promise we'll turn on the negative things in our life. We think negatively. The more negative you think, the more negative things you see. The positive things you're alive. And the challenge He gave you, the problem is we hate challenges. Humans hate challenges. We don't like challenges. We don't want, it's like having a pull-up test of that, in front of your house that every day. We have to make 10 pull-ups every day and to just prove that we're healthy. And that's one thing. People see that, about hardships and people should see it as challenges that will help you grow. I'll go to a growth phase right now. It's hard, I feel helpless. Each night I pray to that. And each time, here's the thing I tell the people. It's all right to complain to the Lord. You can scream at him, swear at him. You know why? He's your dad. Heck, man, because how many times we gave our bad because we be the rebellious child that giving your dad a hard time and your mom a hard time. It's part of growth. And letting him know, hey, what the hell? What does he expect from me? and he's not gonna smite you like that. He's not gonna send like a thunderbolt hit you like that. Why? It's a bit service for him because you know why? If you know it's not that he loves you, you must forgive him. Remember, in this earth, the rain comes down to bless the crops. Also, and also, rain also feed the wheat. Rain also is here to feed the weeds. There's always, on this earth, everything's equal. We're equal blessings. That He does not judge. No, no. It's for Him to judge. Either you're perfect or not. He loves us both because you know why? Because that's the thing I'm missing in our church right now is empathy. And that's the thing. That's why people are leaving the church because you know why? They preach the same thing every day. Lessons, 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 lessons. Help the poor. Help the, be nice to your neighbor. Here's the thing. If the church is going through that as $1 million building, say help the poor. Am I going to help the poor, or they're supposed to help the poor? You see, that's why people are detecting this hypocrisy that in their in their growth in this world. So a lot of people are leaving the church right now because because they see the divergence of the philosophy, and that's the thing I'm telling you about it. God is we call us gives free will, and sometimes we go along with faith, or we can change it. And changing it to that, it'll be a challenge to that. That's why we ask for help. And it helps us discover each time you step into to a problem, it helps you. A little help, not that much help, but something to help you and give you hints and signs. And sometimes it's draining to that. But yeah, my weapon to that is try to be grateful that you're alive. And you'll find a way, and that's the thing, I have a friend, my old coworker, that Crystal, and she texted me last night, and she was having a hard time. I said, just hang in there. And times will be hard, but it will improve. Sometimes that we have, God gives us these things to that just to to make us grow, and sometimes it's just it sucks that because each time you try to go through life, there's phases that really change you. Sorry about that. Cold. And the process is just hard. The process always can be hard, and you have to realize one thing. You just have to learn how to we call it handle every situation and have the faith to call on him. And if you have to scream at him, go for it. You understand. And somehow he'll try to explain to you through his actions that it'll be mysterious. For me, when I was in the hospital that and laying down, I was thinking, shit, this is gonna be a big bill for me. But I never saw the good side of it. I was getting treatment. Then my situation helped me save my life. Doctors cleared me of my what I call this all this bacteria that happened to me, like a virus. I didn't see that because the reason is that I was thinking negatively, and that's the thing about a man. We always see the bad things in life, and we have to change that, and it's hard to change. And sometimes you see winter outside when it snows really. You see pond, what I call this dropping on your front of your driveway. Man, I think I'm gonna shovel it. It's not a pain, it's another pain. But you don't see your neighbor did that, and his kids having fun making snowballs, building a snowman, and you see the perspective saying, you know what? Sometimes that hardship that we call it that brings another perspective on you. My neighbor Kevin did that, and when he was living in Illinois, he's always clean his driveway, but his kids were participating with him. And one thing I noticed, one thing about him, he had a cheery attitude, and that's the thing that we call it. He said, even though it's like this, that, his kids were having fun, and that's the most important thing. You have to realize one thing, because always look, there's a brighter side of life with that. We always see that, but the problem is our blinders are like this, saying, where is it? We have to take the blinders down, and we'll see it. And then then we go through the storm. Once you learn how to sail through a storm, once you know how to handle yourself, the storm, how to handle your ship, then because you see that eye of the storm and the clearing. The waves will lower itself, then it'll be calm seas after that. That's about faith. Is God's not there like it's not the helicopter father anymore. He's not like the dad. He's like saying, he's treating us like a grown up. And sometimes that it's up to you to accept him, saying, hey, we call us, either you acknowledge him or not, but he's not gonna hold it. He's not gonna hold it against you because you know why? You're the one is trying. You're the one is trying to build yourself to the person that you want to be, and that's a very good person. And sometimes that yeah, you'll find it. You'll find those things without him or with him. Either or is free will, and that's the most advantage thing. Once you get to that moment of clarity or perfection, once you look back saying, "Hey, I went through all this shit," you learn to appreciate that we call it that he was there. You might sometimes say, "Where is he to that?" Sometimes no. But for me, in my experience, he was there. You know why? When I was in the hospital, that my my aunt that drove up there from Los Angeles, and we haven't talked about 10 years because she was having a life also that. But she came in the right time to help my mom out. That we call this with a little help, and and also help by our aunt from Las Vegas who never leaves her home because she was also busy with her life. And there's still people came to my place. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And it shows you in life that the people care for you. Even people from Facebook saying, Josiah, thank God you're alive. And you have to, I have to learn that also. People have to learn that also. You have to be appreciative that life it is that 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 there's we call it that we appreciate life. That God's there in small quantities. You don't see it, but He's there. As I say, if you guys go through hardships right now, just remember one thing: you can call on Him or not, but He's there. You just it's called hope. If you believe in yourself that you'll survive, He's there behind you pushing you. You don't see it. I don't even know if you're an atheist that there's no God helping you, only man. Fine, and that's your belief. It does not prove to you that from the heaven that that He's real.